Hey guys, I'm John Setzler. Welcome back to Man Cave Meals. Today we're going to fire up the Yoder YS640 pellet grill and we're going to cook some baby back ribs. I've got this beautiful new party deck outside the man cave here that my father-in-law and brother-in-law built, and we're going to get started on some payback cooks for those guys. So today I've got 3 racks of baby backs that we're going to put together and throw on the Yoder. So let's get started. Okay, so I'm going to fire up the Yoder here, but before I do that, I wanted to tell you a little bit about these pellets I'm using these days. I've been using the B&B brand pellets, which are another branded version of Barbecuer's Delight pellets. And my local Academy Sports has been carrying these 40-pound bags of this blend for $20. This is a pecan, cherry, and oak blend, and I absolutely love this. So let's get it fired up. And as always with the pellet grill, all I've got to do is throw the switch, hit the start button, and set my temperature, which I'm going to take down to about 225 today. Okay, I've already prepped these ribs. I took them out of the package, I rinsed them off, and I went ahead and took the membrane off the back side of these. So the next thing I'm just going to do is give them a coat of my barbecue rub. I'm using some of my personal rub here. You can use whatever kind of rub you like, but just get a good coat of it on there. I just like to get a good coat on there and then just kind of massage it in a little bit on the back side before I flip it over and do the exact same thing on the top side. And that about looks like enough. So like I said, we'll just kind of work that in a little bit. And I'm just going to let these sit here for about 10 minutes or so while my grill finishes coming up the temp, because it is about ready to go. Okay guys, the Yoder 640 is up to temp. So we're going to get these ribs on here. And I'm just going to put these guys up here on the top rack. And we're going to let them cook here for probably about 2 hours before we come back to the next step. So we'll let those bad boys bathe in the smoke here for a while and then we'll be back. Okay guys, we've been going about 2 hours here and these ribs are ready to move on to the next step. So let's have a look. Okay, first thing I've done here is laid out some foil because we are going to foil these ribs. But before we do that, I'm going to lay out some brown sugar on my foil, and then we're going to drizzle that brown sugar with a little bit of honey, and then I'm going to put my rack of ribs on here, just meat side down on that, and we're going to give them a nice tight wrap in foil. You want to get that as tight as you can. And then we're going to put that back on the grill, meat side up. Okay, I've got these back on the top rack of the Yoder here, and like I said, these are meat side up. We're going to go for 90 minutes in this wrap, but after about 20 minutes or so, I'm just going to come back up here and we're going to flip those meat side down. Okay, we went for another 90 minutes, and I took this rack out, and we're going to baste it now with a little barbecue sauce. I'm just going to get a nice even coat. You can take whatever barbecue sauce you like. I like to thin mine out just a bit, so I use about 3 or 4 tablespoons of barbecue sauce and about 1 tablespoon of apple juice, and I'm just going to get a nice thin coat of that sauce on these ribs, and I'm going to do that on each of these racks, and we're going to put those back in the grill probably for about another hour. Okay guys, I've been going about another 90 minutes or so here. I've checked these guys and they are ready to go. They got some beautiful color on them, so we're going to take the rack off here and slice into it. And we're going to have a look at that. Look at that. Beautiful smoke ring. Let's have a taste. Okay guys, let's taste that. That's perfect. Those ribs have a beautiful flavor. One of the nice things about cooking on the pellet grill on the 640 is you get the same kind of flavor you get when you're cooking on a stick burner, because you have a small hot fire burning instead of smoldering wood. So if you ever get a chance to try to cook on one of these, give it a shot. These baby backs are beautiful, so we're going to wrap this up. I'm going to take these in. I get one rib out of this, and my father-in-law gets the rest of these ribs because he built us this beautiful deck. So until next time, I'm John Setzler with Man Cave Meals.